sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys still looking for that first win, 0-4 to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. Now it looks a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. The Panthers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But you look at this defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. He stiff arms him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run here with a rookie. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now it's Horn. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
At the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
19 light, 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hit 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He's going to try and do this himself. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly,
touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it as we resume action. to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the gun, it's Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one complete to Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Tua going to run the sneak. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
First down. A gain of 14.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
In motion, Hill. Achane gets it from the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's another Dolphins.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Washington's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. They'll drop the throw. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Tershawn Wharton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this third quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead is already changed. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Horn Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With them moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Achane to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On first down, back to Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Brought down by D.J. Wanham. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right here, Washington. Achane here, they stay on the ground. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll try and run it with Achane. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth-quarter lead. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Miami set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And now 2 are going to try and sneak it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards.
In motion, Hill. Play action, now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Throwing Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Tua. To the sideline and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Let's go now. H.D. Cardman.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run here with Dowdle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again with Dowdle. And he gets it down to the 32. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That was a good one right there. 3 touchdowns, 250 yards.
Some players' development traits are hidden to unlock their potential.
Let's go. Panthers versus Cowboys. Cam versus Dak. Let's get it.
And the sound of
We
the
at the
drum
bank.
reminds every Panther to keep pounding. As
We
they
at the
get
bank,
ready for
baby.
fights here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium.
Greg Olsen. Let's get it.
Contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers.
2025 Carolina Panthers. Sam Martin set to kick off.
5 weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Yep, here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
42-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. Hangs on to that football, Brock, for a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Dropping back to throw. Man, it's Horn. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
Second and 6.
Let's go.
They'll go play action. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
17 yards.
Offense is set. First and 10. From the red zone on first. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Pass it down close. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Get off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he's been having the kind of start he prepared for all offseason. And it's good enough to be top 5 in passing yards league-wide. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made on the play by the rookie from Texas A&M. That's Nick Scorton. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Drawing up for him. And he's not going to get there, Brock. Great performance up front by the defense. That forces 4th down. Brian Anger on now to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe with a sigh of relief.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Chased out to his right. And he's running with it. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Lions. Let's go.
And they just get the playoff. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Trying to throw this from the gun. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19.
Come on.
They're throwing it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Got it. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays.
Man, they gotta let Cam break that tackle. That's a good blitz, though.
Panthers getting
Ain't getting all
everyone
the
set for the
time,
punt. It was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play action, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop. And get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, captain fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Dowdle again. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown.
Let's go. That's how you run that thing, man.
The interception into points. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Cowboys, nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Get the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll start this series with an option left. He'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Prescott here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. That is Jimmy Horn back deep for the Panthers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's another Panthers first down.
19, 18.
1st and
Let's go
goal
now.
at the 8-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out,
Brings up 2nd
as they'll
and
meet and
goal
decide what to do
at
on
the
this 2nd
Cowboys'
down.
8-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
Dowdle again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Sam Martin is set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Left leg makes the ground. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Step to the air here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, and throw. And he goes. The Panthers got it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Panthers and Tedero and McMillan taking over once again. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest.
Okay, ready?
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. This is Marvin Mims. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Broncos improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Jalen Hurts on target to his big play receiver, Devontae Smith. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. The Eagles get just their 2nd win of the season. They improve to 2-4. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This is going to end up a touchdown. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. They go play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he has this down at the 34. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Get it. Steady.
First down, play action. Pass caught along the sideline by McMillan. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is down on second down. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On the counter, Dowdle. They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right half. Fitzgerald sends this through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending this Cowboys offense back to the field. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. B.J. Wanham gets there to haul him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, they're running with Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st and 10, Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Straight ahead with Williams. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 26.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
On the option, it's Dowdle. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Clowney brought him down. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Panthers who have possession, and this one looking pretty well decided already. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This is a heater going deep. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Donovan Wilson picks it up. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go
and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has it at the 7. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and give points on the ensuing drive. George Pickens the touchdown. Prescott's going to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. To find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game. Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
A throw on 2nd and 10. Completed to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Setting up the screen. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Jump off Popeye's back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing now off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard. Just no rhythm, really, throughout this one. Let's get some credit to that defense who has just had their number from beginning to end.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Throwing on first is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Prescott on 1st and 10. Some pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. That's throwing again. Running in the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Cowboys first down.
First and goal. Here's Williams. And he won't challenge for the goal line. A stop made at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun is Prescott. Catch made. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game.
Cowboys 13.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That is caught. Jason McMillan again. And he's taken down at the 30. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working for Teneroa McMillan that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Come on, come on.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Prescott here from the gun. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
19 yards. That's good for a Cowboy.
First and 10, Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Cowboy first down.
Now it's Prescott again. That's Flamoy. He's got it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Prescott to throw once more. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he drives this forward to the 6. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Gain of 6.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Now here's Prescott. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
On the ground again with Dowdle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us?
situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week. All the distractions. You know that they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was not a trip to remember.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
15 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay and then blew the sigh of relief on that sideline.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That's a 65-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. And check down, complete to Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Panthers first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
In motion right is Wilson.
4-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Jones. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Jones will try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Smash, smash.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play out.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Go! 19, Tiger! 19, Tiger!
Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the ground with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off play action. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side to Reynolds. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Running with slant, and he finds Mitchell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. And Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets want to extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fulk connects on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.